I felt lost so many times in my life before, and this is one of those times again. We're back. We're back. Hi everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Kat and today I'm going to share some journaling prompts with you. So, I am someone who gets stuck and lost and overwhelmed very easily. I struggle with this every couple of weeks probably, and it really frustrates me, and sometimes the only way to get me out of it is journaling. I'm not joking, this has changed my life, and it's not an over-exaggeration because it really has, and I've journaled for the past couple of years, sometimes more, sometimes less, but recently I've been journaling quite a lot because I'm overwhelmed quite a lot. So naturally I grab my pen more than usual and it helps me. And so in this video I really want to share some of the prompts that I actually use regularly and that are not really crazy and out there, like, oh, what are my goals for the next 5 years, or like all of these crazy prompts. No, they're going to be super simple ones that you can use as well if you're just getting started with journaling, or you're a little bit stuck, or you need some inspiration. These prompts work and they really help you to get unstuck and just free your mind of all the crap that's happening in there sometimes. Of course, your mind is a beautiful place, but yeah, sometimes it can be full of bullshit that we don't want to deal with. So we're going to get rid of that, and before we do that I'm just going to share some snippets of my day, like what I got up to today. It's now the afternoon, so I'm filming this intro after you're going to see my day. Anyway, so let's get into the video. I'm going to show you my day and I will see you later with some of the prompts. So it's super sunny today, as you can see. Oh my god, I'm so happy about the sun coming in. And this is a really weird angle, but I didn't know how to put my phone right now because I've got a meeting and I don't have time to set it up properly. Anyway, but I was just reading. I'm reading Untamed by Glennon Doyle, and I bought it in Melbourne a couple of weeks ago. And aside from the beautiful cover, this is such a beautiful book. Oh my gosh, it's probably one of the best books I've read in a while. And I will talk more about it once I finish it. I just started, but it's just incredible. So I already recommend it, even though I haven't finished it. Anyway, but I'm jumping to a meeting now, and then I'm going to give you some of my journal prompts. And yeah, I'm super excited to share those with you because I did a great journaling session yesterday, and I hope that they really help you. Might also be the sun, but I also feel like it's my journaling yesterday that really did it for me, and this great book. So yeah. After crazy days come good days, so just know that, keep that in mind, and yeah, I'm jumping to my meeting now. Okay, so it's a couple of hours later. I've ticked off some things from my to-do list, which is super satisfying, and I've done some meetings and some adulty life admin things which I had to take care of. And now I thought I would show you some of my journal prompts, and I've got my journal here, and as I mentioned, it has been so helpful in helping me clear my mind after yesterday's brain funk mood. I was in a bit of a mood and I was not very happy that day, and that's why I went on this rant yesterday. I am feeling a bit lost right now. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's a mix of coming back from Australia, where I was for a month, and also me graduating and figuring out where I want to go next. And you know, it's exciting, don't get me wrong. I'm super excited. I am happy that I've made it this far in my education, let's say. And I am excited about the future, and I know that there's a lot of opportunities and stuff open for me, but at the same time I am really freaking lost. I have no clue where I want to go. I don't know what option is best. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I guess it's also because I haven't really found that thing, you know, that that thing that I'm really good at, that thing that I'm really enjoying. And there's so many different things whirling around in my brain, so many things I want to do, and that just kind of overwhelms me a bit. And I have this frequently. I've probably spoken about this in my first video, mindset of experimentation, and I spoke about how I have felt so many times, like I felt lost so many times in my life before, and this is one of those times again. We're back. So yeah, and now I thought, because it's helped me, and it always helps me without a fail, to just write down everything on my mind, I thought I would share some prompts. So if you're someone who is kind of getting into journaling and is new to journaling, this might be really helpful for you, because sometimes you need that little, you know, push to get you writing and to get into the flow of writing. And once you're getting into the flow, once you're there, it's so easy and you probably won't be able to stop. So that's where I'm going to leave it, and we're going to start going through the prompts. So I don't know why I'm looking into here, because I've actually written them down here on my computer. First prompt I'm going to go through. Honestly, right now I feel ... So what I mean by this is that you start writing down these lines like, well, honestly, right now I feel shit, or honestly, right now I feel overwhelmed. You write that and you just think about what you feel in that moment, and you just go from there. And usually when you say, you know, honestly, right now I feel overwhelmed. There's this happening in my life. I'm moving, I'm changing jobs, this person said this about me, or I feel very anxious right now. All of these sort of things, for example, they just get into your head, and you just write it down, and you go from there, and you elaborate, and you elaborate on your feelings and why you're feeling that way. So that could be a really good way to start. It's just getting into your feelings and uncovering why you're feeling that way. And that can often lead to some really interesting answers. So the second prompt is, what do I want? So what do I really want? Actually, I want to add that. What do I really want? And this can be a very tricky question, especially if you're someone who actually right now doesn't know what they want. But just think about it anyway. Like, write down some things that would be really cool to have in your life. Like, what do you actually want to have in your life? Without filtering them, without thinking about whether it's possible or not, without questioning it, just write down what you want. And then of course from there you will also uncover some really cool things, and you might even realize that you're not so far away from what you want. So that's the great prompt to use. On the other hand, very contradictory, we have the prompt, why do I need to figure this out right away? Like, if I don't know what I want, for example, why do I need to know what I want right now? Like, why is that important? What difference does that make? Why can't I just focus on living my life right now the way it is? This might not be a favorite thing for you to answer, but it's still great to think about it and think about, okay, why do you not need to have everything figured out right away? Because oftentimes we want to do that when we go to that place of, you know, I'm so overwhelmed, like I don't know what I want, or I need to make this decision. Like, why do we actually need to know it right now? Maybe we can leave some space. Maybe we can give ourselves some time to figure all of this out. Next journal prompt. What are the smallest things I can do to feel better today? So think about the small things. Think about what normally makes you feel good and better, and write about it, maybe specifically for your situation that you're currently in. Like, what can you do to feel better today? And your brain will come up with all sorts of like magical things sometimes. Like, it'll just pop into your head, hopefully. But yeah, that could be another small prompt to use. What makes me feel alive, like I'm having fun, like I'm the coolest person in the world? That is a really cool prompt, I have to say. And it's so fun because you get to really reflect about what really makes you feel like you're having fun, like, yeah, all of those sort of things that I just read out. And just write it down unfiltered. Really don't think about anything else. Don't think about what other people think of it. Don't think about what you even think about it. Just write it down and then read through the list and do one of those things. Just do them right now. Like, write it down and then do one of those things. And I promise you, if you do that, you're gonna feel so much better. Like, for example, one of mine is when I listen to techno music, like really good techno music, and I'm dancing to it in my apartment. That's when I feel so cool, and that's why I feel like I'm having a lot of fun. And so I just do that, and oftentimes it helps so much. Like, it really does. Okay, next journal prompt. We're nearly done, so 3 more to go. I'm so happy that I have ... because ... So this goes back into like gratitude. This goes into, this space of being grateful for what you already have and happy for what you already have. And sometimes we might be in a place in our lives where it might not be a big list, like we might not be that happy right now with the things we do have. And that's okay. And sometimes it just might be a really small thing, like I'm happy that I have a candle in my room because it smells really nice and it makes me feel cozy. I just thought of this because I have this candle right in front of me, and I'm gonna light it actually this evening because it smells good. It smells good. So it can be small things like that, but it can also be people. Like, I'm happy that I have a loving sister who I just texted before, and she makes me, when I talk to her, she makes me feel really loved, and I love her a lot as well. And so things like that, and it will just take you back into that more appreciative mindset instead of worrying all the time. Then another prompt that I use a lot of the times is all the things that annoy me right now, and I literally just write everything that annoys me, everything that is shit right now in my life, and anything that I don't like in my life right now, or that just annoys the crap out of me, I will just write it down. And it's very therapeutic. It's very therapeutic to write those things down because it just clears your mind and you just get rid of everything, and then it's on paper and you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't have to annoy you anymore. I mean, maybe it still does. There are enough things that can annoy you very, very much, but at least you will have them out on paper and you can read them, and they might not be so big anymore. Of course, it's not like a magic pill to just get rid of everything. Of course not, but at least it gives you some perspective. And the last prompt that I like to do to get into action is, after I've ranted to my journal and I've spilt all my secret and my worries and my grateful moments and everything, all the stuff, I then write, so tomorrow I'm going to, and then I just write down what are some action steps, what I'm going to do about what I just wrote here. And oftentimes it will be small things like I'm going to book myself a yoga class, or I'm going to respond to my friend, or I'm going to take care of my adult life admin things, or I'm just going to do one step of that thing that I really have to do. Wow, great example, but you get the point. I kind of figure out, small action steps that I can do to make me feel better and to move forward in life, and not just to be in that headspace of feeling stuck and overwhelmed, but actually doing something about it. And yes, sometimes that can be so freaking hard, especially if you are feeling really crap right now. I've been there. I've had those moments where I didn't even want to do anything, but I still write down that list. So tomorrow I'm going to, and then sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but at least, it gives you some things, like some anchor, some things that you can work off of, and then you can even look at it another time, in the day after tomorrow, or 3 days later, or whatever, when you're feeling a lot better. And so these are some of the prompts that I use and follow myself, and they're super easy, they're super simple, but they help me really to get unstuck and to feel less overwhelmed and to just feel a little bit lighter and a bit calmer. So I really hope that they helped you as well. I hope you use some of those prompts, and I hope you journal today, get it all out, and I hope that it makes you feel so much better. But yeah, so that was everything today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the little glimpse. I hope you enjoyed the little glimpses into my life, and I will be back with another video hopefully next week. I'm now getting back into it because I'm back in Berlin and I'm feeling a lot more motivated to film videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments below what your journal prompts are. If you journal, what you struggle with when it comes to journaling. I'd love to just, yeah, have a conversation with you there. And yeah, I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye. Yes, I'm eating a raw mushroom. Don't judge me. My sister inspired me. Hello, friend. No, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely to blame for this decision of picking out a mushroom that's not cooked and eating it raw. Anyone else do this? I don't know. Am I the only one? Well, I definitely know that I'm not the only one because my sister does that too. But hey.